Hello to everyone that is watching or not watching right now. Getting stuff set up right now, so. What do you mean? I'm live. Hi. I have no clue what Memorex means. I had to reprint this one right here last night. I don't know if you see my short, but live on stream. Oh, that snapped on me. So right now I'm just getting this weathered up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that happened. It happens though. It's because all the layer lines are on this. It's a weak point. Oh man, you got 5 printers running right now? Dang. Oh, let me grab my paper towels. Where did I put? Oh, way down here. Is that could be too strong? Whoa, don't want that over there. Oh, I miss. There we go. Oh, that'd be fine. This to be a little bit darker. So when I was reprinting this last night, I knew I was gonna run out of my polychroma red. Luckily, I had a little bit of polysonic red left over, and just the top of this helm, the AMS had to switch over to the polysonic red. So it's a little bit lighter of a red, but just darken that right up with this. I don't think you're even gonna notice. Hey, Sax. That's impressive. You broke that blade. Like, yeah. Impressive. You know, I should have got some bigger brushes when I was at the store the other day. But this is like these. I got like a little pack of brushes. Those ones are great for like fine detail, but like for doing a wash, I think a bigger brush would have been better. Oh, I hear you there. That's why I still have an old dryer, because they're so easy to work on. Barely any electronics on it. Just easy to work on. By dryer, I mean like laundry dryer. Okay, that looks fine. If you hear random beeps, my mic's right next to my other camera. I was trying to get some footage of me painting this for other content. I totally forgot to film anything when I was painting yesterday. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Sunday today. Cleaning that's one thing. Cleaning never ends, especially when you have little ones. I swear my wife or I will, we'll clean or pick up something. Not even an hour later, the kid goes through and it's wrecked. Not to look like circles up top, with a little bit more wash up here. Maybe some head trauma or something. I don't know. So yesterday's the first time ever doing a wash like this for weathering. Okay, so that's good for now. Let me take a look at the other parts. Okay, let's start snapping these parts together then. Well, right now I'm adding some weathering to a zombie Deadpool helmet and putting a ghost cat on the A1 Mini. No, not Iron Man. Deadpool. Let's see if I can get these nice and dark right through here like I want. So what I'm doing right now is this is a acrylic paint that I watered down, trying to get a weathering effect on here. Yeah, it's DO3D. It's like their combo. Wolverine, Zombie Deadpool, and regular Deadpool. Well, what I do is I make 3D printing stuff. By that, I print stuff I find that's cool, and I try sharing it. And yeah, I know a little bit about 3D printing. Definitely no expert. I'll be the first to admit that. But if I find something that's cool online, I'll try to print it and share it with everybody. And every now and again, I'll come out with something that's, you know, helpful and educational. Well, right now, I am printing a purple ghost cat because it feels like fall to me. So, yeah. Not getting as dark as I wanted to right there in the cracks. Oh well. That one's good. You know, I need a little more up top. Let's see. I have no clue, Mark. Sure, there's people that have that knowledge, though. There's enough people in the 3D printing community. Those things probably overlap. I want to do a little more on this side. Okay, this front's bothering me a little bit. I'm gonna make this a lot darker. Sorry if you guys can't get the best angle here. I'm trying to get the best angle of the printer and of me doing this at the same time. It's not the easiest thing to do. With only one camera set up for this. So in case anybody's wondering, the printer that is you see on stream right now, that is an A1 Mini, Bamboo Lab A1 Mini. Great little printer. I know a lot of my streams, if you've watched them before, you've probably seen me printing with the Bamboo Lab P1S. I liked, for this camera angle and everything, I switched my printers around. And I think this works better because you get to see me work on stuff and you get to see the printer going at the same time. So I think it just works out a little bit better that way. Okay. Now let's snap the jaw. Oh, so here's the jaw right here. I was able to weather it up a little bit, and then to get the teeth yellow, well, first I spray painted. I printed this in red and spray painted the bones white here. Got a little bit of overspray, so I decided to weather this a little bit. And I got the teeth yellow by watering down some yellow acrylic paint and slowly putting it on there a little bit, so it looks like he has a yellow stain on there. Hey, Finn. That's what it looks like so far. No, not yet. It's not a big deal though. Just having fun, doing the same old, you know. No, this is okay. So there's another line right here that I want to make sure I get. Well, actually, do I need a line? Yeah, I want to add a little more in that line. Actually, that whole area down there. Get this nice and weathered up. Oh, thanks, Lucky. Appreciate that. Big projects. Ooh. Yes and no. I mean, for me, big project, you know, these helmets are big projects for me. So. Like, I know what your big projects are, Mark, and I don't have anything that big. Just try right now. So, long story short here is I got everything printed out the other day, and spray painted this yellow, and I masked this all off right here. And I guess I didn't do the best job masking it off, so I got some white overspray. You can see it down here. So because of that, I'm calling it my happy little accident now. I, came to the conclusion that weathering the helmet would be for the best. Give it a little grungy look. I mean, it's a zombie, so I think it works. No, I don't have anything like that planned right now. Just taking things one day at a time. But I do have to say, everybody does love helmets. They love the Wolverine helmet. This zombie Deadpool's been getting a lot of positive feedback, and yeah. Oh, you don't let the haters get to you. There's gonna be haters no matter where you're at in life. You just gotta keep on doing your own thing. As long as you're having a good time, and if you're enjoying making the content, keep on doing it. This is a zombie Deadpool helmet I'm making. At least the red part. On the printer right now is a ghost cat. I'm weathering right now the zombie Deadpool helmet. Let's see. Yeah, I want a good mix. Okay, that top's bothering me still. I gotta do something. I can't do something about that. Let's see if I get like 3 biggish black marks here. Break it up a little bit. Well, I made it with 3D printer. Not the one you see there. So let me just pad this dry real quick. I'll show you. So each one of these pieces right here, I printed separately on my 3D printer. Let's see, can I move that back a little bit? Okay. So each of these is a different piece that I print off of my bigger 3D printer. Then I add magnets, and they all snap together. Actually, I got the eyes I need to take off the bigger printer right now, so let me just snap this up real quick, and I'll show you. I'll get that off the printer. Oops, almost dropped that. Ooh, that might be cool. What type of helmet you thinking about? Okay, getting the eyes off the printer now. So, Mark, I got a question for you. you might have the answer to this. I've been printing in pan chroma, this basic pan chroma, a lot lately, and I've noticed that the bed adhesion on pan chroma is ridiculously good. I don't know if how much you've printed in it yet. Like, it's almost too good of bed adhesion. Like, yeah. Honestly, the printer you see on stream right now is the Bamboo Lab A1 Mini. If you're interested in 3D printing, you know, it's not overly expensive, and it's a great user experience. That's one thing Bamboo does really well, is their user experience. Oh, I should probably move this over so I can show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just taking the supports off this Deadpool mask, and I'm gonna need to get my pliers. Yeah, like, it seems like different colors, I've noticed, have better bed adhesion. Like, the pan chroma red, which I printed most of this in, is it's almost to the point where I'm afraid it might damage my build plate sometimes. Like, it prints amazing, though. Like, I haven't had any issue with their new formulas when it comes to actual printing. Oh, come on, get out of there, support. So when I'm taking these supports off, I have like an open printer right next to me, so I'm trying to be careful for random pieces don't go into the printer. So, because sometimes when you're removing supports, they like to fly. Oh, trust me, I left a print there for like 24 hours and it was still like that. I mean, it's a good, bad problem? Hey there, Mayor. Not bad. Just got done weathering this zombie Deadpool mask up. And the eyes just got off. Well, these eyes got done about an hour or two ago. So I'm just trying to take all the supports off. Well, the interesting thing about Mark II is the support removal for the pan chroma is actually some of the best PLA support removal I've ever messed with. So overall, the stuff's amazing though. I am from the United States. I have this at the slightly wrong? Yeah, my angle is slightly off of this one. Should have had this a little bit more like this. There we go. I'm going to clean that edge up a little bit. Clean that edge up. Okay, let me clean up my supports mess here, and I can start gluing these eyes in. Oh, I agree, Mark. Like I said, it's not like it's just something I noticed when using it. That's all. Okay. Let's see. Do I need to deburr that? Yeah, I need to deburr that. So what I got right here, this is a deburring tool, and sometimes when you print supports, it'll leave a little bit of a rough edge on your prints. So a deburring tool is a great tool to have to help get that, just smooth out that rough edge just a little bit. All I do is this. Run along like that once or twice. Run my finger over it, and nice and smooth. So, yeah, like here's a little rough. Just take the deburring tool, just really lightly. I don't even apply that much pressure, like no pressure on it. Just enough to get rid of all the rough stuff. There we go. Yeah, smooth. So yeah, deburring tool. If you guys get started in 3D printing and you're wondering why some of your edges are rough, yeah, get a deburring tool. It'll help out a lot. Okay, now where's the super glue? Ah, over here. Hold on, I gotta go up and read chat for a second. Didn't catch all the chats. Oh, Adam. Yeah, P1S. It's a good printer. I have one too. Learning better design. Honestly, I'm not really that much of a designer myself. Mark in chat though. Mark's a good designer. He knows his way around CAD. Or CAD software. Honestly, like when you're printing with the P1S though, one of the things that you need to keep in mind is like how your print is placed on the build plate, because it could lead to different finishes. It could lead to, like, for a good example, these eyes. I printed them almost vertically like this. That way I knew all the supports would pretty much be right here when I was printing it. And this surface wouldn't have any supports, and it'd be pretty much how it looks like in the slicer. Also, if I print it like this, I'd end up, as a 3D print, you get some of the stair stepping. And so how you avoid that is printing it vertical. Okay, so let me see. I need to figure out what plurality. So, cool thing is, a while back, I printed an AMS riser for my P1S. And one of the models it had with it were these. I don't know if you can see it. Let me hold on. I gotta verify it shows up on camera. And each one of these, one has a north magnet and one has a south magnet for its face. It really helps me when I'm putting in magnets for stuff like this. That way I know if it's north or south facing for the pole when I put it into objects. Let me turn this just a little bit. There we go. You can see me working a little bit better now. Super glue check. Oh, need the magnets one right here. How many I need for this? Right now, I'm just placing out all the magnets I need for this real quick. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll put a few more out here. Hey, Dylan. So I got a question for everybody out there in chat right now. Now, where I'm at in the States, the weather seems like it's starting to change to be more fall now. I know some of the trees starting to change color. And, yeah, so do you think it's too early to start printing Halloween stuff? Or displaying Halloween stuff? So yesterday on stream when I was doing this, I ended up making these two coasters. Actually, there's two more I still need to print. And this pumpkin that I put a little LED tea candle in. I think that pumpkin came out really good. Okay, make sure this is unclogged. There we go. The seasonal spirits of spirit of Halloween taking over old mall spots. Not necessarily been cold, but it's been overcast and the trees are changing color. And, you know, temperatures dropped like 10, 20 degrees since last week, I think. Let's see, do I need... Let's see, these should repel, so this would be a match right here, so... Yep, so I need gray. I really, you know, yesterday made me realize when I broke the part of that helmet, I should probably order some 3D glue for PLA models. Where's my paper towels? Well, I posted a short yesterday of the little pumpkin. I think people might have thought it might have been too early. I'll leave it at that. Okay, that one up there. I need to find some good Halloween pumpkin, like not pumpkin, but Halloween helmets. I mean, I guess Deadpool zombie Deadpool's sort of a Halloween helmet. You know, zombie. I mean, in a way, a lot of all 3D printed helmets are Halloweeny because, you know, everybody dresses up for Halloween. Okay, thanks, Mark. Yeah, that's not... Mark, that's not a problem. No. Hey, you know, it's all about the community, man. If you can help somebody out, or I can find some way to help somebody out, as long as they get the help they need, that's all I care about. I appreciate you asking, Mark, though. No, don't go. No, there we go. Flip up. Really, Magnets? You gotta play this game with me? Okay, Magnets or not, I'm liking me right now. Yeah, that's actually what Mark's talking about. It's a great Discord. If you have any questions, like it's a great community over there. Oh, come on, super glue. There we go. You know, I have to say, getting super glue on my hands is like, that feeling is just one of the worst feelings there is, in my opinion. This one's set in already. Can I split these? No, I need to get another one real quick. Okay, well, these need to dry now. Don't want these to get put in there and get stuck on there. There's a few minutes to dry. So the only thing I have left to print for Deadpool, or I might just get some mesh, is little eye inserts here. The only thing I really have left for this one. Yeah, can you tell my hands are like all stained? So all my hands are all stained up from the wash, and now they're all like icky from the super glue. Let me get this off my table. Oh, come on. Oh, I might have a permanent magnet on my table. Come on, you weren't there. There we go. So, before eyes are drying, I'll show everybody how this looks right now. So I don't know how well it's being picked up on stream, but in person you can definitely tell the weathering effects on it. Here, let me get a little closer. Oh, I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with how the jaw came out with the yellowing of the teeth and everything. Deadpool and Wolverine? It depends. It's all. Here's the thing about superheroes. There's a superhero for everybody. Not everybody's gonna agree on the best superhero or who's their favorite, but oh no, Mark. Honestly, one thing I need to look into is the CA glue with the activator spray. I think that might help me out a lot if I keep doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think these things, I have at least 50 magnets per, at least. Probably more. I haven't counted them. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times 4. See, 9 times 27. Yeah, there's 36. Yeah, hold on, yeah. There's 36 magnets just with the eyes. So, yeah. See how these are drying. It's still a little tacky. So yeah, this is a different type of eye than I printed with the Polymaker helmet. But I really like how the model is textured like leather. And with the filament I used with this one is the new Polymaker Panchroma Black. It's a new formula from Polymaker, and it came out really good. I'm gonna give this a little bit more time to set in before I do anything. I'm just a little paranoid. I'm almost... So last night when I had to reprint this top half, I actually finished my first spool of that new Panchroma as the red, and my black's probably gonna end up gone too pretty soon. I need to get on the ball and order a bunch of oranges and blacks before they start being sold out everywhere. Actually, hold on. This thing I printed out, that's actually in that's the old Polymaker teal right there. Same color, but it's the old formula. I just thought it looked cool. I didn't even realize it was, you know. So, okay. You guys ready for this? Gonna pop these eyes in. Okay, here it goes, guys. And whoop. What's everybody think? I still need to get the print out little eyes for it. Not sure I'm gonna go like a print in white matte, like white for the eyes, or maybe go some other color for the eyes. I think weathering it was the right choice, being a zombie version, so, you know, it's seen some stuff, you know? Oh, you know what? That yellow picks up really well on camera, too. That's good. I wasn't sure if that yellow was going to get through on camera. So, I guess my question to everybody in the chat, should I go the basic white eyes on this? Or should I switch it up and have it have different colored eyes? Let me dig out Polymaker real quick, and I'll show you what that looks like for you to have a comparison. What did... Oh, Polymaker's sitting over here. Just a second. So I did scale this up 3%, so I can't swap parts between the two of them. That's the only problem. But, I don't know. That's an option. I don't know. I can always try to give him, like, I can make him green, or maybe white with, like, a green iris or pupil. I don't know. It's a zombie. I'm not really sure what I want to go with for the eyes yet. Maybe red? I don't know. Because it's going to be wearable, so, don't want it to be totally messed up. I want to be able to see through them still. Yeah, so these are actually both part of the same models. It's from DO3D. I already bought it from. Honestly, this I didn't touch at all when it comes to scaling. The back, it fits. It's a wee bit small, so I scaled it up 3% for this print. And if I didn't scale it up, I'd be able to swap parts. But that 3% is just enough for things don't fit right. I think I should print the Wolverine ears for the zombie Deadpool too. Okay, thanks, Mark. I'll take a look at that. Okay, well, I think I'm done painting for now. I'm gonna step away real quick and wash my hands up, because, yeah, they're feeling icky as super glue. I will be right back. Let me just turn this a little bit. You can watch the Ghost Kitty Cat get printed, before, and I'll be right back, guys, okay? I got a few commands, Mark, but raffle isn't one of them. I think it's just a few of the default Streamlab one. Stream elements. Hold on, which one am I using? I don't even remember which one I set up. Hold on. I know it said something in chat earlier. Let me scroll up. Streamlabs. That's the one I set up. Yeah, I'm barely scratching the surface when it comes to the chat box. I just got some basics set up for it right now. But yeah, as many of you might have watched already, let me move this over a little bit again. This is the Polymaker helmet that went viral. I didn't really expect it to. That was a nice surprise. Yeah, same model though, both from DO3D. So you can see, let me just take it. This might fall apart as soon as I start taking it apart, so hold on, let me just take it off. It's all held on with magnets, so if I don't add the Wolverine ears, that back doesn't want to stay on. It sort of just looks like a yellow Deadpool, maybe a Deathstroke type helmet. Funny thing, because in the comics, Deadpool sort of was a parody based off Deathstroke from DC. Well, with this model actually, it comes pre. The model I got it's designed to have little holes in here already for 8x2 magnets, and I just a little bit of super glue and push them in. And the way I keep my north and south poles straight is actually for another project I had. These little things right here, they have magnets on there right now. It's sort of coated with super glue right now, because yeah. But one's north and one's south pole, and that way, let's say I put right here, that repels, so I know that doesn't go in there. So all these I put in with the blue, so I know it's north. I'll call it north. And for stuff, and for the other side, I'd made sure I use this to put it in. Put this back together. Oh, and something else I've recently printed in the past month or so. Let me get it real quick. I got this right below my desk. Mando helmet. And all these helmets actually were printed on the Bamboo Lab P1S. This right here was one print. This maxed out the printer though. Like, I really probably couldn't print. I can't print anything bigger than this in one piece. These are all the Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, the way those models work, they're modular, so it works out a little bit nicer. I'm not as stressed about, can I get this to fit on the print bed? I don't have to, Mark. So, right here. There's a mat. These are in bad shape. But inside here, these little, right here, I have a magnet glued in there. And with that, all I have to do is like pick up a magnet with this and poke it in, and I know it will be that plurality no matter what. I picked up this trick actually for the build instructions for my AMS riser for my P1S. The guy had this model in there, and like he's like, yeah, this is how I keep track of my north and south poles on my magnets. I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah. So I do not take credit for that idea, but the guy that made the AMS riser model I'm using, genius. So, yeah, honestly, Mark, you could probably design something like this for your, like, pretty easy. All it is whoops, just a little piece where you can put the magnet in 8x2 or whatever. These are actually, I think, 6x2s in here, but still works. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this Deadpool helmet, not Deadpool, Mandalorian helmet is about the max that the P1S can print. So if I wanted to print, let's say, I don't think a Master Chief or a Stormtrooper helmet would really work that well. In a single print at least, I'd have to split it up, then, you know, glue it together somehow, Bondo, sand, etc. But, yeah, I'm really happy how this turned out. And, this was printed with a 0.4 nozzle, which is like the default nozzle for most 3D printers. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Whew. That would be cool. And this filament here is actually one of the Polymaker Creator Filaments. It's LM Sparkle Green, and it came out amazing for this helmet, in my opinion. Like I was saying, 0.4 nozzle with a 0.2 layer height. What I did change up here toward the top to avoid stair stepping is I turned on variable layer height in my slicer. That way, the layer height got a little bit smaller up top. That way, the stair stepping effect that sometimes happens with 3D prints when they get to the top was avoided. So, you can still see the ring a little bit, but you're not really going to see that walking around. It's on a dome, so. And this shield right here, all it is a replacement like welding mask shield that I cut to fit and have it velcroed in there. Actually, how does that look? And I just have some pads in there. So overall, pretty happy with this helmet. If you guys can't tell, I've been on a little bit of a 3D printing kick when it comes to helmets. My collection's starting to grow a little bit right now. Oh, you know, just a little bit, right? I don't have a problem yet. If I had the space and the resources, it might be a problem. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, I got Deadpool, Zombie Deadpool, completed. So, not sure what I want to do for my next helmet. I don't want to do Deadpool again. Not sure. I have a few ideas I've seen that might be cool. I am gonna be printing something for a friend here in a little bit. They want a medieval knight helmet. I'm trying to find a good model for that right now. I'll live stream that and everything probably too. It's just they'll be doing the finishing work on that one. They want me to help print it for them, so IRL friends, so I gotta help them out. But again, if you're just joining the stream, this is pretty much what we finished up earlier today. I finished the weathering up on this. These got finished up printing today. And put all the magnets you see in there on there. Because this whole thing is actually a pile of parts. Yeah, I don't know, Mark. I don't know. Like, I think it'd be cool to make one of the Iron Man masks, but I definitely would want to do the moving mask if I did Iron Man. But I've also seen some really cool, like, Spider-Man and Venom type masks. Which side is which here? Okay, this is the side. Oops, don't fall apart on me. There we go. Nope, just looking at this thing, I'm actually really happy how this turned out. So. Ooh, the Ghost Kitty Cat's almost done too. I love these prints. Hold on, let me go to the Ghost Kitty Cat real quick. I'll show you a little bit better when it gets done printing. But it's like a shell, almost like a empty shell. It's the illusion of being a ghost, which is really cool. No, I haven't, Mark. Things have been so busy for me lately, trying to get this finished up, and you know, working a full-time job too, and everything. I haven't even thought about looking at that. Actually, let me see how this helmet fits real quick. Actually, I have not tried this thing on yet, so. Give me a second. I'm trying to put this on. Okay. Oh yeah. Going up the 3% definitely helps. Actually, I might need to add a little pad in the top. Have my head so a little bit higher, or helmet so a little bit higher. Probably put one padding on the top to help out. Oh yeah, put a pad on the top. That'd be really good spacing then. Mark the hype man. Ghost Kitty Cat's done. Give that a few minutes to cool down and I'll take it off. Did the A1 sound print done sound come over the sound come? I can't talk. Did the sound for the print being done, the A1 Mini, come across on the mic? A little warm. I got it. Got one little support in here I gotta remove. Honestly, I'm gonna keep that support in there. I don't see any reason. Okay, so right there, if you guys can see, I have one little support in there, but with how this model is, do I need to remove it? Nope. Lays flat. I don't think I need to remove that. Yes. It is Deadpool. Oop. And Ghost Kitty. Oh, I think the Ghost Kitty came out pretty good. Well, there's Zombie Deadpool. Well, I can show you that one real quick, bro. I got it right here. Ooh, that would be cool. And I know it's happening in the comics too, so. I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Hey there, what's up? Okay, so I got a few Halloween prints. That I have set aside. I have STLs downloaded. I can do a ghost dog next. I do a ghost. Maybe some Halloween fridge magnets. Oh, well, thanks for subbing, and happy to have you in the live. So what you missed earlier is I finished up this helmet. It's supposed to do that. It didn't break. It's magnets, not much force. I put a little too much force on it. But I finished up this helmet. Let me put it back together. Oh. See, all better. I weathered it up, printed the last pieces I need to print for it. Well, they got done last night, but what you missed yesterday is I stained the teeth up here. Off stream, I do it outside just because of the fumes. This white here is just spray paint. Didn't really want to do the inside. But the white here and the weathering is just acrylic washes I did. Watered down acrylic paint that I put on with a paintbrush. Still need to do eyes for this. Not sure exactly what I'm doing to do there yet. That might be an interesting one. I mean, it is spooky season, Mark, and I'm taking full advantage of spooky season, and I'm just getting the ball rolling now. Like, and, you know, just during my lives, this is what I've done so far over here. pumpkin, which, I need to find more pumpkins like that, or more things to light up. Actually, one thing I might make is I've seen some pretty cool light boxes. That might be cool. Yeah, I'm going to do the eyes later, because that'll be a surprise for when I make a short on this. You guys can see what I chose for the eyes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Can't give everything away on stream. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a different type of eye. I'm not sure. It takes... I have some ideas for what I want to do with the eyes. I might do a different color. Or I might add, like, pupils to them. I don't know yet. It's something I'm going to mess around with later and see how it turns out. Okay, so I got to figure out what to print next. I got to turn around on my computer real quick, so you'll not hear me talking for like 2 minutes. Yeah, you know what? Let me move. Let's see how I want to rearrange this. I can make this work somehow. Oh yeah, I know what Deadpool you're talking about. Do I have the colors to print this one? I don't have the colors for that one. Ooh, that might be a good one for later. I like that one. I know I'm talking to you, I have no clue what I'm actually talking about because I'm looking at miles on my computer right now. I apologize. So, I just found this model. Somebody designed a model. It's a Flexi Dragon, but they have a Flexi Wolverine Dragon and a Flexi Deadpool Dragon. It actually looks sort of good too. Oh, it is what it is. I don't really have scheduled live, so I go live when I want to. If I had a more structured live format, you could probably see something like that, man. I'm not worried about it, so I'm just enjoying spending time with you guys in here, getting to show you guys some cool stuff I've made, and just, chit-chatting a little bit. Yeah, that's a, 30-hour print. Not happening right now. What color do I want to do this in? I'll do it in green. Yeah, I got some, the background music going, sort of chill lo-fi, and, just hanging out. Hey there, JJ. I'm loading this up in my slicer right now, so, give me a second, and this will start printing again. Oh wow, I've only been live for an hour and 20. Does not seem like that long. Zombie Deadpool? Poolverine. Okay, which one of these little buggers do I want to print? I'll start with this one. Okay. And let me sync this. I have too many slicers open right now. Well, happy you like it. It does look pretty cool, doesn't it? But I do have to say, Zombie Deadpool over here, is pretty cool too. Can I remove that from the pair? Yeah, it's red. Is that on there good? Yeah, it's on there good. Okay, next print's kicked off. We should be seeing it on the printer very shortly. Oh, I don't even remember that post-credit scene. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember the post-credit scene. Is that the one where he travels through time? Yeah, I vaguely remember it. It's been a while. Yeah, who doesn't remember that one? That's like the worst Deadpool. Does this get sent over to the printer? Did I hit cancel on that in accident? Yeah, I did. No? Hmm. Oh, thanks, JJ. I appreciate that. Okay. Print. It might help if I pick the right printer in my slicer. That's why it wasn't printing. Oops. time, I think about 24 to 30 hours on my P1S of print time, and probably one spool of filament total. And those can vary in price depending on what type you use. So anywhere from like 14 to 30 for filament, depending on the brand and type of filament you use for most filaments. Yeah, they're fully wearable. Actually, I have a long form video where I started out the video with me wearing the Polymaker mask. This one right here. Okay, is that getting kicked over to the printer, or am I having some technical difficulties? Oh, it just sliced. Print plate. There we go. Okay, now it's getting sent over to the printer. Maybe on a different stream, not this stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again in the future. I'm just trying to reposition the camera right now. Bear with me. I'm sorry. No, I do not sell any of my prints. My prints are purely for my enjoyment and sharing cool stuff out with everybody. I have the long form video I have of me wearing the Polymaker mask. That's how it starts. right now, my current setup in the office slash workspace really doesn't allow me to do like an in front of the camera stream. So I gotta do like these weird side streams. Here in the next few weeks, I'm planning rearranging. I need to get a new table in here, and you know, maybe I'll be on camera a little bit. So, well, earlier, Dingle, I was painting, so you could have. Hey, no need to get mean, okay? Everybody has their own opinion. Hey, don't. I will put people in timeout in the chat if you start fighting. Keep it friendly, please. Yeah, like, this is the same setup I did yesterday's stream. I had a project going. I finished up what I had to do in the project, and the rest of the stream, I show the printer, and I sit back and talk with chat. Oh, I had the wrong printer. Okay. That's something to catch now. So, with my AMS unit and the slicer, I have it mapped to the wrong color. Just a second. I'm going to have to cancel this print. So, that is saying... Yeah. Let's see. So 1, 2. So that's saying that's 4. So this is actually... Okay. That's actually the wrong color. Okay. So it has to be 4. So let's see. This is actually that color right there. Sorry, I'm in Bamboo Slicer now, messing with colors because I accidentally put these as the wrong ones. Okay, so I want this to be 3. Okay. So I want a green ghost. I didn't like the color that was. I need to clean off the printer real quick. Okay, let's try this again, see if it works the color I want it to be. Okay, so the print job's kicked off again with the right color in the AMS selected this time. We'll see what happens. Oh, multitasking. Sometimes it doesn't work out that well. give it a second. So I'm using a bamboo printer, and one of the things you can do with it is you can print over your home network via home Wi-Fi. So I'm sending it from my computer to the printer. So with a lot of other printers, you know, load your slice G code up into an SD card, pop it in your printer, and select it from there. With bamboos, you don't have to do that. Kinda. Except I think printer filament is a lot cheaper than printer ink. Oh, I need to move that. It's a little too close to the desk. It's vibrating the tripod. That's funny. I see it rotating on the screen right now. I mean, I think printer ink will last you a little bit longer, but per kilogram, 3D printer filament's a lot cheaper. So one of the mods you can sort of see with this camera angle with the A1 Mini is I printed out a mount to have the AMS light unit actually on top of the printer. It really saves a lot of space. That's the one issue I have with the AMS light. It's just awkward to have sitting next to the printer. It takes up so much space. But with it moved to the top, it's a lot better. What? I could have swore I picked green that time. Hold on, I gotta take a look at this AMS here. Make sure I have everything in there right. Cancel again. This is getting annoying. Okay, 3 is clearly my green in my AMS slot. Let me go back to the slicer and take a look. Okay. Prepare. I have 3 selected. Why are you being a pain? Okay, I'm gonna go to the printer real quick. Purple, that's right. 3. I'm just manually unloading it real quick just to make sure. So. Right now, I am trying to kick off a print. I accidentally loaded the wrong color filament, so getting that changed out, then going to kick up the print again. So that's unloading real quick manually, so just bear with me. I know, really boring when nothing's going on. I apologize, guys. Okay, let me go back over to the printer real quick. Okay, let me try this once more for this color. If this doesn't work, I'm going to move on to a different model. Okay, let me resync this. Okay, this should work. I hope. And print plate. Yep. Green selected and send. Okay. And a little LCD screen on the printer, you should see a loading bar. Okay. I can see it through my window, my stream window. It's really bright and it's washed out on cam. Yeah, the little screen is really bright. Well, all I'm using right now is like a Logitech 920 webcam to stream this too. So, it's not the highest quality, streaming equipment, but it does the job. Okay, let's see if it actually picks green this time. Okay, it's working. The roll of green on the AMS is spinning, so I know it's doing the right job. So does anybody have any kind of questions about 3D printing or anything? Oh, neither. Neither of those vehicles. Yeah, it's the right color this time. One thing I need to print for the Mini is I can get custom faceplates for it for the front of the tool head there. I think that'd be cool. Oh, don't apologize to me. I mean, you're the one watching me. You can do whatever you want. If the hardware is similar, it's gonna come down to user experience and software. Honestly, Mark, first print, you take it out of the box. There's some stuff you have to take off because the Bamboo does a really good job. They secure everything down with their shipping. There's some brackets you have to remove if I remember correctly. Then it takes about probably you turn it on. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do some first self-calibration, some noise canceling. Then after that, you can print. So, like, the machine you're seeing right now is the Bamboo Lab A1 Mini. Personally, just this is my opinion, I think Bamboo sets themselves apart from a lot of the other printers with their user experience. Like I was just explaining to Mark how fast I can get printing in the self-calibrations. For somebody that's just starting out, the A1 Mini is like an amazing printer. They can slowly learn more advanced features, more things about printing itself, more things you can do. So let me take a step back here. When you're printing stuff, you have to load it into a slicer. And the slicer is what then converts it to machine code, or they call it G code. But within the slicer, there is a plethora of different settings and options you can do. Good thing about Bamboo is that they have a lot of default settings for different filaments already. I'm pretty sure other slicers probably do too, but I only really have experience with Bamboo slicer. And their integrations with Maker World and the Bamboo Handy app. If I wanted to, I could pull up them. If my printer's not printing anything, I have the Bamboo Handy app. I can open up the app, find a model, be like, oh, I want to print this, and just hit print on that, and it will automatically send that model that's on Maker World over to my printer and start printing it. I don't even have to be home for that, which is really cool. But if you've been 3D printing for years, and you've tinkered with printers, you've calibrated them, you know how to dial in a printer, there's other options. It might be better for you. But I'm talking about first time 3D printer. So do I have a measure? Hold on, I got a measuring tape right over here. I'll show you. Length and width is about 14 by 17. Now, in my case, I printed a mount for my AMS light, and it's about 29 inches tall. If not, you set the AMS light next to the printer, and it sort of does take up a lot more room. That's the one downside if you're using the multi-material system, the AMS. But just the printer by itself, no. And I might be wrong on this, but I think just this printer by itself is $200. That's without the AMS unit. AMS unit adds a little bit more to it. But if you're not sure you want to do 3D printing and you don't want to spend too much money, I think this is a great printer. Now, you're not going to be able to print helmets on this one. But you can print everything else you want to, besides helmets. I mean, technically, you probably could print helmets, but you'd have to slice up your helmet into smaller prints, and it would just take longer, and you'd have to do more post-processing with the gluing and sanding and everything. That's one thing I still need to dive a little bit more into, is post-processing. I mean, I did a little bit more with the zombie Deadpool helmet. I was doing some weathering and some painting. But as far as like sanding, priming, and really heavy post-processing, I don't have much experience with that myself. But I know there's a lot of creators out there that really do a lot more of that post-processing aspect of 3D printing, and where they really will transform some prints into amazing, amazing things. And if you really get into it, that's what I thought, Mark, for the base. There's a really amazing community out there in 3D printing. Just like any community, though, you're gonna have opinions about everything. Some stronger than others, but for the most part, a lot of the communities that I've been involved in and people I've talked to in the community, they just want to help people out. Like, they're some of the best people out there I've met. So. That's a great question, Sax. I printed that so long ago, I don't even remember. All I know is it's the one that goes on top. I think there's one or two on, like, by the time I made this, I think there's one or two on Maker World, and that's where I got it from. That was months ago. I don't even remember. But it's great for saving space. I was a little worried about if it'd affect print quality, but it hasn't so far. Another option I see with the AMS light unit, people are making wall mounts for them, which I think is another great idea. But my walls are like paper thin, so. Do need to find the studs. If I can find where my studs are on the wall, I do want to do a filament rack up top. Because right now, below my desk, you really can't see it. I converted some shoe racks into filament racks. I have, I don't even want to count how many spools of film I have right now. I don't think I have 50 yet. Under 50. But more than 30. You know, a bigger size 3D printer, or I can see where that kind of stuff, that community, it might be really helpful. You can make like face mask shells and everything, and cover it with fabric or something. So once this gets going, you're gonna be able to tell what I'm printing. Um, I just went with green. I could have went any color, but I would have went white, but I didn't have any loaded up in AMS. I didn't feel like swapping. One of the things like one of the things I print a lot of when I first started 3D printing was like little fidgets. They print fast and they're fun to play with. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on the mic, but I have the cat outside my office door meowing like really loud. So we picked up a kitty about a month or two ago. It was a rescue kitty, and she really likes being held. I'll be right back. I gotta see what's up with the kitty. I'm back. Oh, the thing on the wall, the orange and green thing on the wall there with the blue, that is actually a multi-board. It's a project I did a little bit ago. I actually have a video on that one. I put my tools on there and like anything I need to work on my printers. Printed that out. Man, the BVL I just thought was too big for the P1S. I went with, I forgot the name of it, but it's just this is a low profile riser. It's enough to have vents, and I can run an LED strip on it because obviously you have a P1S, so you know how the lighting is on that thing. Yeah, that's printed. I printed that in my bigger printer. Honestly, if you can imagine something and you're halfway decent, well, you don't even have to be halfway decent with CAD or 3D modeling software. A lot of models already exist online. But if you're halfway decent with the modeling software, and just proficient, I guess, just know how to use it, you can design a lot of stuff if you have the proper measurements. You just gotta realize, like, when you're either designing or you're printing something, you gotta know what the limitations of the material you're printing, and you can't defy the laws of physics still. Like, different filaments have different mechanical properties. Like right now, I mostly print in PLA. Easy to print with. But one of the drawbacks is, if you leave something that's printed in PLA out in a hot car in a day and it gets really warm, it will start to deform. So that's why, like, if you want something that's a little more heat resistant, that's still somewhat easy to print with, that's why you print with a material called PETG, or PETG. It's actually the same material that a lot of soda and pop bottles are made out of, plastic bottles, except they have some extra additives to make it print easier. So, without having an enclosure, there's different ways you can enclose your printer. If I wanted to, I could put the A1 Mini here. I could put it in a little tent, have it enclosed to keep temperatures up. But I wouldn't do that just because I don't think the parts are designed for that high of heat. But for more advanced materials, they really need consistent temperatures. Certain temperatures, or as they start to warp and deform on you, the more advanced materials. That's why you see a lot of people printing in the enclosed printers, the Core XY machines, or because they can keep their temperature a little bit better because they're enclosed. So, choosing the right printer for somebody is, it's going to be based on, first of all, your budget. Next is going to be based on what you're going to be printing. Do you know you're going to be printing in more advanced materials? Or are you just going to be sticking with PLA, PETG, and TPU? If you're just printing those three materials, you don't need anything else. A printer like the A1 Mini here, or any other bed slinger, great printers. If you're going to be printing more of the advanced materials more often, or you think you're going to be printing those advanced materials, I'd recommend something enclosed. And there's a lot of different enclosed printers out there. So, again, that'd be based on your budget and what you want out of it. And the cool thing is, for a while, Bamboo was the only off-the-shelf, consumer-ready multi-material system printer. I could print in multiple colors. But recently, we've seen a few different printers come out in the market that have multi-material systems. The new Anycubic Cobra 3 that has a multi-material system. The new Creality K2 that's coming out later this year, that's going to have a multi-material system. So you're seeing more and more of these brands picking up on a lot of stuff that Bamboo's done. And there's been multi-material system for a while. It's just been a little more hands-on experience and project for people to get set up. When I say consumer ready, I mean you can just set it up and print multi-material without doing much. Like, there's a bunch of smart people tinkering around with 3D printers, and there's some amazing machines that they've built in their homes. But not everybody's going to want to do that or can do that. So I think it's great that there's more out-of-the-box, ready-to-go options for this kind of stuff. And those are just the printers I know of that are coming out with multi-material units. There could be ones in development that I have no clue about. I mean, there probably is. No, but 3D printing is just something that's really cool in my opinion. It's amazing because you have the this digital file, 3D model, that with the right software and the right hardware, you can turn time. Oh, yeah, Mark, I know you're printing a few things right now, but with the right software and the right hardware combinations, that you can turn a digital file into an object you can hold. I don't know many other things you can do that with. And this is something like, for this machine right here, $200. It's on the computer, in in a little bit of time of printing, you can have that object in your hand. It still just blows my mind whenever I think about that. But I'll be the first to admit that I'm only scratching the surface of my level of knowledge with 3D printing. There's people out there with a lot more knowledge, so. Because I got the A1 Mini here back in March, and I think in May, I posted my first short to YouTube. Never thought I'd be, making videos, doing live streams before. But, thanks to 3D printing and getting inspired with some other 3D printing creators out there, I'm like, I can do this. So, here I am. I'm live streaming to everybody, making videos. Heck, over 5 million people Watch the Wolverine helmet video, that short I made. 5 million. Think about that. It blows my mind. I never thought like something that I made or some video that I edited would reach that many people, which is really cool. And you know, it's global. It's just not my little area of the United States. It's like I'm having people from all around the world watch that short. So when I'm streaming or I'm making videos, I mean, knowing that each video has potential to be viewed by millions of people, you know, I want, you know, want to keep it as family friendly as I can, like, in chat and everything. And I want to keep, you know, because I don't know who's going to be watching this. And I want everybody to be able to watch this and enjoy it. So yeah, like it's one of the things, like when I first started doing this, like I didn't realize that global aspect of it, but as the more and more videos I started posting, I'm like, I'm getting people from India, I'm getting people from Thailand, you know, I'm getting people over in Europe watching. It's crazy. And especially I think because I'm on YouTube, I think there's more. It's more of a global platform compared to maybe the other platforms I could be streaming on. But I think each platform has their own advantages. I've been enjoying doing this on YouTube. Been pretty good. Been treating me well. So. Yeah, but I'm just some guy in his office printing stuff and talking to myself almost. Oh. Yeah, it's Sunday. I did my errands earlier in the day today, so I had to get those taken care of before I started streaming. The only thing I have left to do is fire up the grill after I get done and make some burgers. So, what was it? A few months ago, I ordered a pellet grill a long time ago. It took me forever to get built, and it got built beginning of summer. And let me tell you, the food that comes off that pellet grill is amazing. And I get, you know, it's sort of like actually using a smoker, but a lot easier. Obviously, with a smoker, you have it'll be a different flavor, but it's close. Nice. What you putting on it, Mark? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm just doing burgers. That's a quick. It's a quick on the pellet smoker. Well, if the weather cooperates with me, I'm hoping I get a break from the rain. Oh. Oh, I looked at those eyes you sent me. That would be really cool for a different print, I think. Like this one's I couldn't use, this one's gonna be wearable, so I really can't do that, but that would be a really cool idea. So over the weekend, earlier last week, I got the first tier of YouTube Partner, which means I can open up channel memberships. So, question for everybody in chat: there's a bunch of different perks I can pick for the memberships. The one thing I'm gonna do for sure is able to view videos with early views on videos. I'm still trying to work out the rest of how I want it set up, so that's something that I will get out in a little bit. I just want to I just want it set up right and make sure I can deliver on what those perks are. So. Man, it would print a life-size Deadpool statue in his head, or not even that. You know, okay, here's what I'm thinking. The old, not old, they still have it. Remember the talking bass or a talking wallfish that used to be big, like a few years ago? Just have like a helmet mounted on the wall like that. And as soon as somebody comes in, starts talking and like looking at them. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna have it be like the default Alexa voice? Or you gotta at least switch it up a little bit? Oh, that reminds me of this one guy. Oh, this is a little bit ago. He chained together a bunch of different AIs, like some of the large language models, and some of the other ones where you could ask it a question and respond back and actually in voice and everything. You could probably do something similar with a three-dimensional object. I think his is all software, but. You could probably have the API going right out to one of the large language models. It's probably doable. Earlier in the stream, you see the helmet in the background, Deadpool, zombie Deadpool. I pretty much finished up most of that. Still have the eyes I need to print. But yeah, I did that earlier, and now I'm actually printing a little ghost, because around me I seen trees starting to change colors. It's been overcast. It feels like fall in my neck of the woods, so it's spooky season. So this is gonna be a little ghost that you put a little LED candle in. So Actually, you can't see it in the background. Let me move some stuff around in the background. I'll show you what I printed yesterday and earlier today. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I printed this purple ghost cat earlier today. And I printed this pumpkin yesterday. And you can see in there, just a little candle. Also, these Halloween coasters. Just drink coasters, Halloween themed. Yeah, I'm going full Halloween right now. Dude, Sax, it seems like the past 3 or 4 days, it's been storms every single day in Overcast. You know, I was saying this yesterday on stream when I was using the P1S at the same time, but when I compare like the A1 or A1 Mini to the P1S, the print quality very similar. But it feels like to me that the P1S prints angry compared to the A1 series. You know, I don't know a whole lot about that Creality model myself, so I really can't comment on that. But I know some of their newer models are really good, like the Ender 3 V3 and Ender 3 V3 Plus. I know those are both really good machines. But I really can't comment on that one. Yeah, it's just, yeah, P1S just, it seems like it prints angry to me. Like, there's nothing wrong with the print quality. It's louder. It seems faster. Tool heads moving all over the place. Yeah. I should I should I should paint it green and call it the Hulk. No, I'll save the Hulk if I get one of the bigger printers that are coming out soon. Not soon, but next year I'll be getting a bigger printer, but don't know what bigger printer I'm getting yet next year, but I'm getting one. Because obviously Creality is coming out with the K2 here soon. Bamboo has their mystery larger printer coming out. Hopefully they'll announce it before the end of the year. I don't know. Ooh, that would be cool. Another printer that's out already. It's a bigger build volume that it's in my back burner. I might get, you know, SV08, the Sovol SV08. Don't feel like building my own Voron. No, not for me. Now I wish I would have made my AMS riser in green, Mark. Yeah, right. Sax knows what I'm talking about. Honestly, I don't know too much about the CR10, so I can't comment on that. It's, you know, I really haven't done any research on that one. It really is not even on my radar. Yeah, I've heard, really, besides their confusing naming conventions, the new Ender V3s, I've heard pretty good things about all of them. I think there's 3 different versions of the V3 right now. Well, 4 if you count the 3 Plus. No, my biggest knock on Creality is their naming. I don't know how many Ender 3s there are. There's too many. So. No, they've been in the 3D printing game for over a decade, and you know, a lot of people have used their machines over the years. And with the V3 that you know, the newest V3s, I know a lot of people that use them and really love them. So from a lot of the reviews I've seen from newer printers in the past, let's say, year, maybe even a little bit farther back, like, a lot of the newer printers, and this is across all brands, if it's come out in the past year, I wouldn't call it a bad printer. They're all a lot faster than older printers. But each different brand has their own little design features and stuff you gotta get used to. But honestly, any printer in the past year that's came out that I've watched a review on, I haven't watched the reviews on all of them, but like, when I can tell, they're leaps and bounds better than the older printers were. Now, it's not across the board. There's still some really good older machines out there. But in terms of speed and everything, yeah, this came out in the past year. Me, I only have 2 printers, A1 Mini and P1S. But I've watched a ton of reviews, and like, the CR10, I don't know anything about that printer. If I haven't watched a review on it, or I haven't printed with it, I'm gonna be honest with you and say I don't know anything about it, so. But I do know a lot of people that have the newer Ender V3s that really like it. So a lot of people that I've talked to really like those. It suits their needs really well. But I think around next March of next year, I plan on buying a larger print bed printer, something that's either 300 or 350 millimeter squared print volume. Not sure what I'm gonna be getting yet, because a lot of those printers I might want to buy haven't been released yet, and technically I don't think some of them have been announced yet. There's been rumors. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the Ender series too. Like, if you want to mod your printer up a lot, like, those are really, like, if you're like don't want to go full tinkering, but you like doing a little bit of modding, I think the Ender series is good for you. Like, you can go full on tinkering mode where you build one from scratch, or you're building a Voron, or, you know, I think Creality, you know, is not quite that far. But, like, not even close to being that far, but to get your feet wet a little bit. And everybody has a different level of comfort they are with doing that. And how the market is right now, yeah, no matter what you're comfortable with doing when it comes to tinkering, there's a printer for you. like based on budget and how, like here's the three main factors that I would consider if you're thinking about getting a 3D printer. One, what's your budget? So that will preliminarily, that'll be your pool of printers you have to pick from, whatever your budget is. Next is what type of materials do you want to print in? And thirdly is how comfortable you are with tinkering. Based on that, I almost should just make a matrix for this. There's a lot of people, a lot of other content creators out there on YouTube and other platforms that they go a little more in depth on this than I did. Like, they actually will break down each price bracket really well. So, but generally, those are the questions I'll ask people. You know what? Mark is 100% right there, too. But if you have that itch and you don't feel like saving up all that money, if you're a little bit more, if you're comfortable with tinkering, you can get stuff on the cheaper end. But you gotta be comfortable with tinkering. I don't recommend that route unless you're comfortable with tinkering. Because I know there's certain printers out there that I won't recommend, that I know, like, they're good printers, but you gotta know what you're doing a little bit before you get into it, if you don't get over your head, if you don't get in too deep. Like myself, I've only been, like, it took me a few months to decide what printer I was gonna get. Coming from somebody that's totally inexperienced, I went with the cheapest, best printer I could find for myself. That was the A1 Mini. Would I be comfortable now getting a printer that you could tinker on a little bit more? Yeah, I think so. I have been printing long enough. I understand the terminology more. Well, I know what I need to do a little bit more in certain aspects. So yeah, I think now, me in March, no. Me right now in August, though, yeah, I feel more comfortable getting a more tinkery type printer. Do I feel comfortable building a Voron? No. In case you guys don't know, Vorons are pretty much kit machines where you can print off all the parts, plastic parts. You assemble it with all the hardware. Now, you can either source the hardware yourself, but there's a lot of companies out there that will have kits. It's all open source. They'll have kits you can build your own. Yeah. Like, everybody's going to have a different comfort level when it comes to 3D printing and how long they've been in it. But that's, with the proud printers are now, especially with some of these bamboo machines, you don't have to have that wealth of knowledge or know how to tinker as much. You still know how to troubleshoot, but tinkering, like in-depth tinkering, like that used to be a long time ago, no. And it's something anybody can get into now. Be careful if you get it wet or you get it too dry. It might warp on you, and you'll have to recalibrate it, Mark. No, but like I've seen people that literally have built a printer out of scraps. There's some really, yeah. Those people know their machines inside and out. Oh yeah, speaking about building your own printer, how any updates on your big printer there, Mark? Or are you still waiting on parts? It'd almost be cheaper to buy the stuff, start making your own aluminum. Have you thought about switching it up to steel instead of aluminum? Or just that would that not work for your needs? Yeah, you might have to get a bigger motor then or something for your motors in there. Yeah, if you have all those specs for aluminum, that yeah. Well, time to start picking up some soda cans and melting down some aluminum. Let me change the camera angle on this real quick. There we go. Yeah, that's not cheap. So, I think what I'm going to be doing with my lives, obviously, I'm going to be printing Halloween themed stuff. But each stream, I'm just going to slowly start having all the Halloween themed stuff get more and more and more around the printer. Yeah, the closer and closer we get to Halloween. Oh, I'm happy I printed that jack-o'-lantern first. Yeah, I mean, it's easy, but expensive by the sounds of it. So, with what I'm printing right now, you can, when I move the camera angle, you can tell a little bit better now, is, it's gonna be a ghost. It's gonna be like a lace print, as you can tell. And, same type of candles that, or the LED candle that's in the pumpkin, I'm gonna be putting in this ghost. So. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm going to try to have these around the printer. I'm not sure if the wife or kid are going to confiscate them to decorate the house or not, though, first. I don't know if they actually know I've printed this stuff yet. You know, but in comparison for the build volume you're getting, I mean, it's not that bad. If you just want to go off pure build volume, like how much some of the printers costing per square millimeter. I mean, because how large of a printer you're wanting to make, you know, it's not something you can just go out and buy. I mean, I think the closest thing out there for, you know, the consumer market, what is the Orange Giga? Is the closest thing to that what you're building? And, you know, you get to pick your tool head and everything else you want in there, so. What's left of cuts. Yeah, so if you take, like, say, bamboo as a standard right now, that's 256, so five and a half times larger than a bamboo P1S or X1C for print volume. Yeah, that's, yeah. Man, I can only imagine what the shipping cost would be for like a consumer printer that big. That little ghost cat looks so good on stream too. So the real question is, once you get it all built, have you decided on what your first official build's going to be on it? Or your first official print? Yeah, yeah. Damn. Oh, that'd be hilarious if you give that note to, like, you send it off to him, you leave that note on there too. Oh. Ooh, that'd be a cool one too. I know you do. You know, you're working with them a lot too, so. Yeah, that'd be a. I think both would be pretty cool. I'm assuming you'd go Polymaker Teal for that scientist. Actually, you know, it'd be really cool. One of their new rainbow gradients, like the satin rainbow gradient. That'd be really cool. I mean, if you do life size slash mini LM, obviously probably LM Sparkle Green. Oh, I remember that. I do remember him talking about that. The Rancor head would be cool. I don't know, there's just so many cool things you can print with a printer that big. I know there's a few content creators out there that have done something similar to what you're doing, and the stuff that they've printed out in those look really cool. You have to have arms, and have it be a shelf. It could be a package shelf. It has to be functional in some way. Actually, that'd be really cool. Have it all different filament swaps, each different color of PLA they offer, which would actually go really well with how they just launched Pan Chroma a little bit ago. Oh, hey, thanks, Mark, for retweeting that out. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm sure you could get that worked out. No problem, Mark. Exactly. Oh. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure that a guy or two you know wouldn't mind helping you with that one. uh. So, anybody that's just joined, earlier in the stream, I was finishing up my zombie Deadpool helmet. You see it in the background right there. I still need to print the mesh eye covers, or figure out something for that. I also printed the little ghost kitty cat you see on screen there, the purple one. And now I am printing a ghost candle, the best way to describe it. It's gonna be a ghost. It's a 3D printed lace ghost. We put a little LED tea candle inside of it. And besides that, I'm just hang out and chat, talking to everybody in chat right now. So, if you have any questions about 3D printing or just questions in general, please feel free to say something, ask in chat. But right now, if you don't want to ask any questions, you just want to stay and chill, Music in the background, watching the print, perfectly fine too. You know, I really want to grill burgers tonight. I just looked out my window. Yeah, it's still downpouring. Yeah. Yeah. So right now, I am on a fall/Halloween kick for printing, with helmets mixed in there. So, a lot of the content you're gonna see coming out of me next little bit of time is gonna be Halloween themed stuff, and helmets. I don't know, a month or two ago, I got started on my helmet kick with a Mandalorian helmet I printed. Then I printed Wolverine, and then in the background you see Zombie Deadpool. So, and actually, Zombie Deadpool fulfills two things. He's sort of Halloweeny, and it's in the helmet category. So. So right now, just streaming with the printer, me talking and chatting with you guys. Eventually, when I get my office/workspace rearranged, I do probably plan on being on camera for this stuff. It's just right now, I only have one camera, and it just wouldn't look the shot setup terrible for it. So, but that's something I do plan to do in the future. Just letting everybody know. Not being relatively new to content creation and streaming, actually being on camera, something I need to get used to myself a little bit. So. Oh, thanks for the sub there. Actually, let me take a look at something. Oops. Oh, I didn't want to go there. I want to go to... So I started using Streamlabs as a chatbot a little bit ago. And I am taking a look to see how... something on here real quick. Let's see. Okay, so that is working. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So with Streamlabs, they have this thing called loyalty. So if you talk in the chat, it'll generate loyalty points. Lets you know you're in the chat. That's how it picks you up. And what you can do is I have a few different commands set up. Just simple things. Let me just take a look here. I do not sell Deadpool helmets. I am sorry. I don't sell any of my prints. I'll make prints. I'll show you the process of what I do to make prints, how I make them. But I am not selling. It's just not something I have any interest in doing. That would be an interesting print. That might actually have to be a multi-piece print for that mech. So I have a few default commands turned on if you guys ever want to have fun in chat. It might get chat a little confusing, but I have like 8-ball. You can ask the magic 8-ball question. You can gamble the channel loyalty points. What else can you do here? What else do I have to turn on? And duel. So. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, Manzinger Z would definitely be a multi-print type print. I think it'd just take too long with an AMS. With all the color swaps you'd have to do. Let's do a single color and paint it. Yeah, it's definitely something I could print in the future. I know I've thought about doing some Gundam stuff before. Spider-Man is another good option. There may or may not be something I plan on doing Spider-Man related in the future. Thanks, Mark. I can neither confirm nor deny that I may have something Spider-Man planned in the future. I have an idea for something Spider-Man related, but I don't want to spoil it yet. That I was just thinking a life size or maybe a spider piglet. A life size spider piglet. That'd be cool. I have no clue where I'd put that, though. And the funny thing is, I already have a filament color that worked great for the color of a pig, like the flesh type color that pigs are, they like a light pink. I had a project I was working on a while back where I got this like peachish tone filament. I haven't even started thinking about that kind of stuff yet, Mark, but yeah, you're right. That's funny. But yeah, it just with this weather, I'm getting fall vibes, and that means spooky season. So, if you're tuning into one of my lives, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Halloween themed stuff being printed. I think the A1 Mini here will be my Halloween machine. I should print out a face mask, a new build, a new plate, a new snap plate, a new twisty thing there for it. Get a pumpkin going there for it. No, but the pumpkin you see down on camera right now, I printed that yesterday in a live, and I think that came out great. That's actually something I could see myself scaling up to print too. Same with the little ghost kitty down there. I can see myself scaling that up to printing that larger. Yeah, I need some filament. I need to place an order here. Actually, I forgot who was selling it, but there was this really nice, like, fluorescent orange I seen that'd work really well for Halloween prints. I mean, that's just regular, I think, Polymaker Pro orange right now, and that's working out great. But I think maybe a little more fluorescent I need to find. You know, does it still cost an arm and a leg to ship it here in the States? That's one of the reasons I really haven't tried Prusa Filament is just the shipping cost that's always been associated with it. At least in the States. I know they've opened up some stuff, or plan on opening up stuff here in the States. Yeah, I need to look into those, Mark, see if I can get... It's the orange. I'm not... Do they have an orange for that yet? I know they're rolling out new stuff all the time. Okay, I'll have to look into that one next then. Because honestly, I've been trying the Panchroma, their basic line. I forgot, I just think it's called just Panchroma. And so far, that's been printing really good for me. Like I think I said something about that earlier in stream. Like I've been really impressed with the print quality. Like it's really easy to print with. No issues with like string or anything like that. Like it's just been really good to print with. I'm waiting till they switch over the formula for, I think they're matte. Because I think on the website it's still the old formula. So I'm waiting till the matte gets switched over. I want to get some of the mattes too. That reminds me, I need to get their Celestial Purple for a project too sometime soon. Man. Having so many projects makes me... I have 2 printers right now. I want to save for a bigger printer in March. But with as many projects I have, I'm really tempted to get another printer. I think I'd get something like just the regular A1 if I got a third. I wouldn't buy... I have other machines for multi-material. I think I'd just get the base A1. And for that size, I think I'd do everything I need. It's fast. The other option I could go with is the Ender 3 V3 Plus. Those would be the 2 I'd be torn for my needs right now. Yeah, go ahead, Mark. I don't know what my chat prems are set to. I don't know if it actually link or not, but we'll find out. Right now I can probably print faster with the Panchroma. Because I know I'm just using their Polylight default settings. I haven't really messed with it yet. Because I know with the new, for their basics, their recommended print speeds are a lot faster than their old formula. I couldn't tell you the exact numbers on its sacks, but I know it does have a higher print speed. That's something I need to look into. I bet the Polymaker Discord would have some settings on there for the new Panchromas. I haven't really looked at into it too much. But yeah, I've been really impressed with their new formula. Like obviously, I was impressed with their old stuff, so of course I'd probably be impressed with their new stuff. Panchroma has the best bed adhesion of any PLA I've ever used. I'll say that. For their basics, I haven't tried the other formulas. Are you able to link that, Mark, or no? It didn't show up in chat for me. let's see. Settings. Do I have settings somewhere for this? I'm not sure what chat settings are for that. Do I have any? I don't even know where to start looking for settings for that. I wonder if AutoMod took care of it or something, or hid it from me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any settings for that. I think YouTube might disable users, viewers posting links just for security concerns, probably. Because I can see that being an issue where somebody comes in, spams a bunch of links that might be bad or something. And every platform is going to be a little bit different about how they handle stuff, so. Well, think about it. Like, if there's a really big YouTuber live streaming, somebody drops a link that has malware on it or something, a bunch of people can get affected, so. They probably just have it turned off by default for viewers. Like, I know there's, some live streams, I think when they're really going off, it's pretty big. Let's see, activity. Yeah, I need to get more into the settings of this stream to see options I have. Hey there, Miss Bubblegum. Ooh. I always like their filaments. They have some pretty unique and cool filaments. Honestly, one of my favorite rainbows is by them. Like, they have this one rainbow filament that's just I absolutely love. Oh, that's right, Mark. Did you get the rest? What is it? The Mars filament yet? The new Mars? Oh, you're welcome. I don't see why not. Your name's definitely safe to say, so. I mean, there's certain names, like, I'll, like, not say the full name, or I won't say just because, they're not safe to say on stream. Does it have a good color shift effect once it's printed? I know some of the colors of that line, depending on the lighting, it's a little bit better than others. They all do it to a certain degree, but. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. So, if this is your first time here, a lot of times my live streams, I'll try to have the printer going. But earlier today, I first started my stream. You see the zombie Deadpool mask in the background there? I was working on that, finishing that up, adding some weathering, adding magnets to the pieces and everything. And, yeah, that's what I was doing at the beginning of the stream. Then, after I get done with that, I transitioned over to change the camera angle up a little bit. and just to the printer. And now I'm just chit-chatting with everybody in chat here and hanging out with everybody. Yeah, that's the one thing, like, especially with new colors, new filaments, until people post pictures of it, I'm like, it might be cool, but I don't know. So, another thing right now is going on. Yesterday when I was streaming, I decided that it's spooky season. Some of the trees around me are starting to change color, and overcast and rainy lately. So, I'm starting full-on Halloween prints now. Mixed in with helmets and stuff every now and again. So I printed that pumpkin you see, the jack-o'-lantern, printed that yesterday. It has a little LED candle in there. And then there's two pumpkin coasters. Purple ghost cat, and this is a green ghost. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't sell. I just like making them and, you know, sharing how I make it with the 3D printer to everybody. That's what I like to do. I haven't been making content for that long. I think I posted my first short back in March. No, that's when I got my 3D printer. Posted my first short in May, and doing a lot more live streaming lately. Get to interact with people a little bit more. I like that. A little more Q&A format, which I think is cool. And yeah. And I think I'm going to be streaming with the A1 Mini a lot more. It's the printer you see on screen right now. Because when I stream my other printer, which is a P1S, Bamboo Lab P1S, for one, it prints angry. It's not as relaxing. And two, with the Mini, I can get some different shots in there where you actually see my workspace, or you can see me working on stuff in the printers in the foreground or background. With the P1S, you really can't get that, so. Plus, there's just something relaxing about a bed slinger, just printing. This definitely makes me want to buy an A1 now. Or maybe a Elegoo Neptune Pro or Max. All would be good options. I don't know if I had. Would I have the room up there for a Max? I might for a Pro. I don't know if I'd have the room for an Elegoo Max up there. That's another reason I need to rearrange the office. It'll give me more room for more printers. Like, I have how I want to rearrange it in my head. So. I still need a workspace somewhere. But, you know, I think I need to rearrange my workspace. So once I get rearranged, I can actually be in front of the camera, too. Which eventually I want to do. Right now, just chilling like this. Oh, thanks, Axel. A banana? You know, there is a model I found that's a banana for scale. I do want to print that eventually. It literally says banana for scale on a banana. Yeah, I found that model a while back when I was looking for something else. I have it saved. I just other projects have taken priority. It's gonna be it's a 3D printed green ghost that I can put a little LED candle in to light up. So you see the pumpkin? That's something similar to that. I'm on full-on Halloween printing mode right now, so I think a lot of my content moving next few months is gonna be mask, like helmets and masks, and Halloween themed stuff. Yeah, the weather's. I noticed the weather's starting to change a little bit. Trees are starting to turn by me. They're starting, so feels like fall, and I want to start printing Halloween stuff now. Hey there, Derek. But yeah, earlier in the stream, I was not printing. I was working on that zombie Deadpool helm you see in the background. I got the weathering done. I needed to get done on it because for those of you who don't know, yesterday live on stream I broke a piece of the helmet, so I had to reprint that last night. So that got done last night, and then on stream today I weathered it up and got it put together. I still need to print like the mesh eyes for that thing before it's completely done. So yeah, I did that, and then I transitioned just to printing Halloween stuff. Hey there, Shay. So I know I think you were in the stream yesterday. And that's the what I was working on yesterday. Finally got done. That's that skull thing in the background. That's zombie Deadpool. And now I'm printing a like lace ghost that I can put a LED light in. Sort of like the pumpkin you see down there. Okay, I need to take a quick water break and stretch for a second. I'll be right back, but enjoy the printing while I'm gone. And I think I have the music on low right now, if you can hear me talk. So, but I'll be right back in like 5. I went on a little break myself. I had to stretch and get some water. So you really didn't miss that much. Just chilling. That's all we're doing today. Nice Sunday chill day. Did a little bit of work on, finished up that Deadpool, zombie Deadpool helmet, and just chilling with y'all now. Interesting set of emojis there. Oh. Yeah, for the most part, I think I get it. Yep. That is zombie Deadpool in the back. I know many of you watching the stream right now probably have watched my Wolverine short. I think that got, it's over 5 million views now. So that was very successful for me. I was not expecting that. So. Honestly, it's probably my most practical one too. So in the background, you see the green and orange on the wall. It's a multi-board. It's pretty much an organizer, and oh, it's practical and it's 3D printed. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. Oh yeah, I know, Mark. It blew up. Like I would like. It started like I'm like, oh wow, this got 200,000 views. I'm like, amazing. Next thing I wake up the next morning, it's over 1 million. I'm like, whoa. You know, it's the 90s, the boy band. I thank NSYNC for the success of that video since I sent the music to Bye Bye Bye. Yeah, that's one of the variations of multi-board, yeah. There's a lot of different, there's the honeycomb system, there's a few other ones that people have made. They're all pretty versatile with, they're very modular, all of them are, which is really cool. It's just one of those very practical and useful prints, multi-board that is. If I was to make it again, they actually have a really good, like, a stack of them you can print at once. I would probably do something like that in the future if I had to reprint it. Oh, I assume what time it is. Oh wow, I've almost been live for 4 hours now. I think I'm going to be calling the stream here, guys. I gotta make dinner. I gotta fire up the pellet grill and make some burgers for the family tonight. So I'm gonna be doing that. I haven't yet, Axel. I might do it in the future. It's, you know, not quite comfortable with that yet. But maybe in the future. But like I was saying, I gotta go make dinner. I've been live for almost 4 hours now, so I want to thank everybody. Yeah, I want to grill. Just thanks everybody for watching the stream and hanging out with me today. Been a good Sunday. I will catch y'all later. Not sure I'm gonna go live again. But yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.